Second down, it's Henderson. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It's a gain of 15, and the Rams have a first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Come on. Watch tight. Tight end's right. Watch tight. Tight end's right.
Henderson now on 1st and 10. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
On 2nd and 12, Haskins. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Ryan Glasgow breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7. And now they're looking for 19 yards here on 3rd down following 2 negative plays. Now Haskins, 3rd and long. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Levante David. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. Not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
The Buccaneers in good field position here to start out 1st and 10 at their own 44. This is Ronald Jones, played his collegiate ball on this field for USC. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Ready? 125. 57. Flip, flip, flip. Check.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Winston. And he finds Howard complete. They'll wind up getting 10 back there, so it'll leave them with a 3rd and 5.
Coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
On 3rd down, here's Jones. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Not the result they were looking for there on 3rd down. They end up taking a loss on the play. The only person happy now, the punter, gets to go out there and show Mom that he gets to play in the game. That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. The L.A. offense ready to go for their next drive. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed.
And now nothing but green ahead of him. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. It's up, it's good, and the Rams take a 7-0 lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves you out that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
A first down throw for Winston. He's got Jack Doyle. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Jameis to throw it. There's the Penn State man. It's Chris Godwin. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 34-yard line.
And a Buccaneer first down.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 34. Here's Winston. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage after it.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. And we're only in the first quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And what's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch.
Godwin's got it. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Chris Godwin, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Extra point by Gay is up and good, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The L.A. offense ready to go for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts of the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Forced out to his left. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4. The 30-yard line.
Here we go.
7-7, our score after 1.
Get off the field. All day, baby. All day. All day.
Throwing again on second down. Haskins. And that'll be incomplete. Robert Woods, former USC man, the intended target. And it's third down.
A pretty rocky start in this game for the guy throwing the ball. Already has thrown one interception. Almost threw a second one right there. All he's doing right now is giving the defense a whole lot of confidence.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on second down. From the gun, Haskins on 3rd down. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete. It was the linebacker, Devin White, there to knock it away.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Taking it about the 16. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That's good for a Buccaneer first, a pickup of 12 yards.
What we got? What we got? Easy. Motion to the backfield. 26, Mike. 26.
First down, Winston. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. John Johnson with the INT. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Don't get nervous.
On first down, it's Haskins. That's taken in by Henderson. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Coming to you.
Looking to throw, Haskins. And he's got him. Got his man on the end route, complete.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play, and that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They try and run on first down, but this one going to lose a couple yards as they get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 48 line.
Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Watch the slap. Watch the
Haskins back to the air. And he's got the hook up here. It's Woods. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 18. Haskins now 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got a 1st and 10. Then he'll find his target. Woods, it's complete. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll check on his status when we get back. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And he takes it across for a Rams touchdown. Robert Woods hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Rams have taken the lead. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
A gain of 19 yards. And
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Winston. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. And a nice gain at 21 yards. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Winston, a handoff. This is Jones. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Ronald Jones, his 14th touchdown now on the year, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point by Gay is up and good. A first update now out of Jacksonville. Early on, it's the Vikings in the driver's seat. I would definitely imagine we'll hear more from that game as we go along. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The L.A. offense ready to go for their next drive. And, Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game. Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield, incomplete. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
Get him! Get him! Get him!
2nd and 10 now. Haskins looking this time for Woods, and it's intercepted. Carlton Davis picks it. There he goes left side, and he will score. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
Now that was a beautiful play. A pick six. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
What do you mean, with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The L.A. offense ready to go for their next drive. And they just had that pick six. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense, and he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Shaquille Barrett, he continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. On the draw, this is Henderson. And he's up past the 10 to about the 12. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Mike, 45.
Here's Haskins to throw. Man open, it's Cup. He's got it. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Let's go. Let's go. I'm coming for you, son. Set, go.
Throwing now, Haskins on 1st down. They'll find Henderson there. It's complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Going for the deep ball. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
Hey, come on out here. Come get my tank.
Henderson will try and run for the first. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
A 2-yard gain. It's 4th down.
Henderson going to run for it. And he's got the 1st down yardage before being taken down at midfield. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. From midfield now, Haskins. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
Incomplete from the contact. It's 2nd down and 10.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Haskins. And this time he's got the hookup. It's complete. 4 seconds left, and there's the timeout. In field goal range and a chance to tack on 3 before intermission.
1st and 10 at the 38.
So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. It'll be a 47-yard attempt from the left hash. And his kick is absolutely perfect. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. The Bucs with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They have the lead now. They'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. He was looking for Brashad Perriman, and it's 3rd down. Just his second incompletion so far. He's 8 for 10. I think he'll take 80%.
There's no doubt that he will, but if you're the defensive play caller, you better circle what you just dialed up on your play sheet and come back to it because you just caused an incompletion. You need a few more of those.
Winston now finding Godwin, complete. 14 yards there and a Buccaneer first down. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
Jameis now on 1st down. This into the hands of his running back, Ronald Jones. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
26 months. Crunch time, defense. Hey, 61. Next box. Right.
Now with the play clock down to 2, we're going to get a timeout here. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
Ready? Blue ready.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. Winston now from the 50. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked up by John Johnson. Past the 20. And he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown. I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love seeing pick sixes.
Nothing like seeing someone pluck it out of the air and go the other way and see people try to change directions. Hard to do.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that gives them a 3-point lead. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly. And Jameis intercepted a 3rd time. Taylor Rapp with a pick. And he will score. Touchdown, LA. Those those free safeties, they get to sit back there if they've got good pass rushers like this team does. Read like a book. He read it like a book and took it in for 6.
And if they use their eyes well and their anticipation skills, they can make big plays, just as what we saw, a free safety's dream. Follow the football, go to it, and take it the other way.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and then finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. They'll go again to Jones, and he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
But these guys are going to chop into that deficit. They got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, Winston. He's going to float this one deep right side. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. It was Bryce Callahan jarring the ball free defensively.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. And that'll kick and go out of bounds just outside the 15 at the 16-yard line. The L.A. offense ready to go for their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. 36 yards on the play.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. They'll run with Henderson. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a 1st down.
That's another Rams 1st down. 1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll run here with Henderson. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal at the Bucs 7-yard line.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Now they'll look to Haskins to throw it. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice hit, boy.
An extra defensive back on the field here for 3rd and goal. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And let's see 6 defensive backs out there. They're in the dime here on 3rd and goal.
I'm coming after you. Go.
On 3rd and goal, Haskins to the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. The surprise second-round pick, Sean Bunting, there to get a hand in.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And all the gamble fails. It's incomplete. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. And the Buccaneers defense holds and they get the football back. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. To throw is Winston. Got a man. It's Brashad Perriman. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A big pickup there, 18 yards and a Buccaneer first.
And a Buccaneers first down.
Winston now to throw on first down. He's got this one complete to Perriman. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. It's a gain of 16, first down Tampa Bay.
First down, Buccaneers.
Let's go, Heavy. Heavy, what you got? What you got, Heavy? What you got, Heavy?
A first down throw for Winston. And he's going to lose yardage here, as they will switch ends as time is run out on this 3rd quarter of play. Back now in Los Angeles. It's Buccaneer football, but they've got work to do. They find themselves behind here to start the 4th quarter. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
26 Mike. Squeeze, double up.
Winston. He finds his tight end, Howard. That's complete. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. He's got a... Oh, no, he lost the football. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 24-yard line.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back, because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction. Down.
And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Ronald Jones, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. Haskins looking to throw on first down. That'll be caught by Cup. He'll have a first down past the 40. 23 yards on the play.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, fourth quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Let's go. Let's get this ball back for the offense.
On the carry is Henderson. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. And Ndamukong Suh makes the tackle. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this fourth quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the fourth quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
Third down and 11.
Let's go. Pittsburgh. Black spot forward. I'm on. Right there.
3rd down. Here's Haskins. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And it's a huge return as he brings this all the way back down to the 15-yard line. So he was past the line of scrimmage when he threw it.
And as they say, that's a no-no. Got to be able to understand where you are on the field and not cross the line before throwing the ball downfield.
This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines.
Let's go, boys. Bring it.
First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game, and you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
They're really what the 4-minute offense is just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. They'll go back to Henderson on first down. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Tackle. That's it. Here we go, G.
It's a jet sweep, the football to Woods. And he's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he's got it across the 50 to the 47-yard line. A good pickup, 17 yards, and also a Rams first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. Now it's Henderson. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
You know, it's become cliche, but we have seen it and observed it. When runners have days like what we're seeing right now, they often take their offensive linemen out for steaks afterwards, don't they? They all go buy them dinner. But after a play like that, he might reduce and might go to the corner and just grab a hot dog or two, huh?
Hey, I mean, they've still been blocking for him well in this game. They don't get one mulligan up front.
Okay, so what we're saying then is we're going petite filet instead of porterhouse. How's
8 ounce.
that?
8 ounce is good.
All right, just checking. Well, not a big gain with that play, but what they're doing is they're spreading the defense out, probing a little bit, and what they're hoping probably is that later in the game, they can create a matchup that they can exploit for big yardage later.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead. From the gun, Haskins on 3rd down. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone and throw into the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
Oh, he takes it in, doesn't let it bounce. He takes it at the 2. It's a return of 4 following a 42-yard punt. And the Bucs are going to take over 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. I would say they went 3 and out last time, but actually they didn't even get to 3 and out. Still a strange decision to us here in the booth.
Yeah, let's hope they don't go 1 and out, but maybe, possibly, let's try and think with them here. Try to play field position maybe, turn the ball over, put it in the hands of their defense. Who knows?
You're a nice man. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. 3rd and long coming up. Defensively, you pressure the quarterback or drape all over the passing lane?
Yes, that's exactly what you do. It's both because they're not mutually exclusive. They may have been at one time in football, but not anymore. You want to have that pressure. And if you have a big-time pass rusher, send him after the quarterback and then make sure you blanket the field.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And they'll get him down up past the 15.
Ready? Blue way. Straight pass, straight pass. Watch left. Tight end to the left, tight end left.
Now Winston. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Aaron Donald in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Winston. He's going to let it fly. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. That would have been a tough catch, but in this 2-minute drill, those are the ones you really hope your guys come up with.
Yeah, you don't want your guy to be able to take the out because it was a tough catch. You needed him to come up with that one because if he does, it alters the perspective of this 2-minute drill, doesn't it?
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
26 months, 26 months. Watch the run, easy. 26 months, 26 months. Watch the play. Let's go.
Here's Winston. Open man is Howard, the tight end. And down he'll go at the 25. Give him 19 on the play, but they will still come up a bit short. And now it's 4th down. Back to throw. It's caught. Jones. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair. Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot. So for Los Angeles, the win gets them back to 500 at 6-6 on the year. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Bucs, they fall to 6-6 now on the campaign. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.
Ladies and gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, are you ready? Are you ready? Get ready, dog.
Like rocket fuel. Yeah. We ain't gon' run, no we don't hide. I can never switch, not a day in my life. Long switch, not a day in my life. As long as my dogs stay by my side, yeah, we gon' ride till we die. This ain't nothing for the pack. Got 16 sitting in the lap. Whole squad all dressing all black. Every single last one of them got my back. Hey, 20 of us, that's 20 goons in them. Ice cream whip, triple school. I got 3 strikes, ain't got to lose. When it's all on the line, what you gonna do? Come on, I'm highly favored. Don't wanna blame me, no conversation, ain't got time for no debating. It's for the taking, no hesitation, don't try my patience. I'ma pour out one for the set, boy, till there's nothing left. On a run to the bed until we all got them baguettes. Hear them footsteps coming, cause we coming for the check. We ain't gon' run, no we don't hide. I could never switch, not a day in my life. Long as my dogs, they by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die. We ain't gon' run, no we don't hide. I could never switch, not a day in my life. As long as my dogs stay by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die.
Blow your mind.
Why you do that? Like that? It's a lot of money. Why are you mad? Like that? Ooh, I'm in my new bag. My bad. You ain't get. Too bad. My bad. Yeah. First of the month, I'ma run it back. Ay. Same day, why I'ma run it back. Friday, payday, run it back. Ay. Run it back. 48 yards, I run it back. Ay. I cop a car, I run it back. Go your then run it back. Run it back. Hello? That's the Jag calling. Let me click over real quick to let my Jag talk it. I eat, ooh, Pac-Man. That's the way my neck talking. Right? I ain't never coming back the way the stress. You don't make no clap back when you backpack, my bad. But I'm past that. But an ass back, that's cash. When the money fall, I'ma slap that. Clap when the money go, you don't slap. That's facts. Cause the money low, I'ma grab brown man. When it come back, I'ma give back my bad. When the check hit, the direct hit. I'm glad when the check missed the direct hit. I'm sad like, who's that knocking at my window? They say that it's the money, I'm like tenfold. Over and out. That's gon' make you up like a limbo. She said she not a, she an. Ooh, why you do that? Like that?